How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Sky Orchid with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
Yeah, I'm Gabriel Trakniak. I'm the vocalist, guitarist, and pianist.
I'm Daniel Trakniak, and I'm the percussionist.
Awesome, guys. So the first question is the most important one. How'd you start out the band, and obviously how'd you get your members? Obviously, you guys are brothers, so how did you guys come to be and get your other members?
But yeah, step one was being brothers.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely something that worked out to our advantage.
Yeah, that was the starting point. Being born.
But we've been playing for a while. I mean, I played piano, I guess my first instrument since I was like, I don't know, like 8, something like that. And then
Okay.
he's been playing drums forever too. And then one day we just made a band. Like it was like 2 years ago, 3.
No,
Is it longer than that?
it was about 5 years
Is
ago.
it 5 years?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe,
I'm just lost.
maybe more than that actually. Because our first song was written in a different band actually. Breathe Easy, which is on our first album, Oculus. We wrote that song in a reggae band.
Yeah. We started with a band called Dubnium, and it was the goofiest band ever.
Hydroponics.
No, that's what it was.
Hydro-
We called Dubnium at first, and then we went with
Yeah.
hydroponics because Dubnium was taken. So
That is very strange. I don't know how that was taken first. I feel like that would be I wouldn't imagine a band to have that name, but I guess, I don't know.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely unusual. It was because like we played a lot of ska. We were into like Damien and Marley and
Sublime.
Sublime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Dirty Heads, like all these types of bands, like rock kind of reggae infused type things, and then we slowly made our way to Sky Orchid, which is more like indie alternative. There's still some reggae roots in there, and then even some
Yeah,
hip
I
hop.
mean-
Yeah,
Every now and then we'll write a reggae song, like a song that we haven't released yet actually, and it's pretty explicitly says smoke weed.
yeah.
There we go. And did you? I guess one of the more interesting questions, because obviously, like you had mentioned before, your brothers. Do you like come from a family of like musicians? Was that something that like when you were growing up, they were like, yeah, you guys should play instruments, or was it like you just like were like one day you're like I want to start writing music and just like doing band stuff, and then you just did it?
Oh,
Pretty much the second one. Our immediate family isn't necessarily extremely into music. Like
No,
at least
not at all.
they're into music, but not playing.
Sure,
instrument.
yeah.
yeah.
But we have a lot of family that does know how to play music. Like, actually, I have a cousin named Daniel.
We have a cousin.
Yeah, we both have a cousin in Hungary, and he plays drums too. So Daniel
Yeah.
plays drums and Daniel plays drums. So
We have cousins
Uh,
that ended up doing a lot of the same
music
stuff
production,
at the same time.
cinematography.
It was like the progression was even the same. It was almost like we were all in tune somehow. It was so weird.
That's
talking
awesome.
to them. Yeah, like we have a cousin and he makes our videos, right? He's done the most of videos except for I think we might have sent you "I'm on Fire." That's one with George, a
Mhm.
new director. But basically, he did the same thing. He started off with music, right? I mean, we still do music, but he did music and he made his own solo album. But I guess I don't know. I just think it's really crazy how these things just seem to work out, even though we're not even we're across the globe.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
bands are starting,
Yeah.
setting our material out there, working on it, and then having family that's all doing the same thing. Like another cousin of ours, Tambora Records in Colombia, the country. He has his own mixing and mastering studio.
Oh,
We
that's
actually-
sick.
So awesome.
Yeah,
His
it's
studio's
a great
awesome.
studio too. And he He won a couple awards. He didn't he
Yeah,
win?
he won the Latin Grammys.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
tight. Awesome.
Yeah,
And we went
for
down there
music production.
to just say hello to the family, and we went to the studio, and he's like, my dad was like, hey, you should let him record a song, and they're like, all right, like the most fat guys ever. They just like, all right, let's try it out, and we recorded a song called Apache, and then my cousin made the music video for that.
Oh,
That
that's
music.
so cool.
So
Yeah,
it's just like there's this family like involvement that happens, and it's been really great. And another thing is we're even looking at touring in Europe because we have family members there that say like we know places that you can play and that we can get you
Oh,
out
that's
there.
cool.
Oh, so
That's awesome. I was like more curious than anything because like sometimes it's like you have like those family members in your life that like play instruments and they like inspire you to start playing, and then you have other people there in your life that obviously like are helping you more so with like the video aspect of like or like recording the music, and that's really cool too. To have those people in your life and like maybe they're not a daily people you talk to all the time, but like are down to support what you want to do, and that's
yeah,
super awesome.
yeah, definitely, yeah, it's definitely we've been fortunate. I think that we've had a lot of these people that are able to help out and do these things in the same way.
There you go, guys. Next question, another heavy weighted one. Who are you influenced by? What do you got? Who do you guys draw from? I know you mentioned you're like more on that indie side. You pull a little bit from reggae here and there, but like who inspired you guys to play music?
I think we both have answers for that.
Yeah.
I know we both have that dub backgrounds that we like,
Reggae, yeah.
reggae and dub that we kind of go back to. But at least now, I think we've both delved out into like different worlds of music. I know, like me personally, well, at least you as well. You started off listening to classic rock,
Yeah, we both started
mainly
listening to
like Led Zeppelin,
Yeah, absolutely. Led
Black
Zeppelin.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Beatles for sure. David Bowie.
yeah, yeah, David Bowie.
And
Pink Floyd,
Pink Floyd is a
especially.
huge influence. Huge influence for us. And I guess as time went on, and then we started opening up to more music, and we didn't try to stay within one field.
Sure. Yeah.
So, like I guess it's like at a younger age, a lot of times, a lot of people they like. I don't know if a lot of people do this, but I know I did. Is that I had this one style of music, and I was just like, this is the greatest music ever, and anything that threatens that isn't great, And then
Yeah, that's true.
And then I over time I was thinking like, oh, that's so dumb. Why am I thinking this way? And then all of a sudden, opening up in more bands, started listening like rap and hip hop and
I remember
like techno, dubstep. But we still like a lot of general like indie alternative type stuff, or at least I do. I mean, like the XX, I always like Grammar. I always liked I'm blanking right now, but there's more bands than just that. Like Kings of Leon, right? Like Kings of Leon and like Coldplay and
Licky Lee.
Yeah, Licky Lee's really great.
Just all kinds of stuff.
All types of music. Yeah.
I started getting into a lot of like, at least on my end, really heavy drumming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I love, like metal,
Yeah.
death metal, even Tool.
Moshing in concerts.
Yeah. Queens of the Stone Age, the Foo Fighters, like all that kind of stuff.
The real rock bands. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're I feel like they're cornerstone bands for a reason. And like, I also, much like yourself, grew up listening to like a lot of classic rock and stuff. That was just something that was like in my house that I listened to a lot when I was just younger. But I have to agree, like over time you like, especially like when you're younger, you're like, yeah, this is my genre. This I'm not gonna stray from it. This is what I like. And then
Yeah,
like over time, you're like, there's other stuff out there. Like you gotta, there's something that's always out there for like different people. And like when I was listening to the most recent music videos you guys posted, because I like YouTubed you guys like real quick before I go on. Usually I try to do some sort of research. So I checked out the most recent video. I'm blanking on the name, um but I thought it was very like when you had mentioned like Coldplay and like Kings of Leon. I
yeah,
very much felt that like sort of like general vibe of like that's what you're going for, not maybe intentionally, like because you're not
right.
trying to copy them, but I felt like the influence was there, and it felt very much like again a little bit different, but not like, but you could tell that those influences were
Yeah,
like more apparent, I guess.
yeah. I
And
get.
I think you kind of like subconsciously merge all those genres, all those styles that we just listed out, and like we kind of make our own in it. But it, it has those influences.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There's really nothing without influence. Everything has some sort of influence, attached to it.
Right.
It's just how good are you at expressing what you make and making it seem as original as possible. It really was, I think, what people generally cherish.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely worked with um, there's a lot of stronger vocal parts, like trying to hit these big notes,
yeah,
and then also there's a little bit of raspiness to my voice, and there's like this, like I like generating these like long pronounced I guess like vowel sounds,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that have kind of like a kick to it, and then Daniel comes in with the drums and he kills it and the percussion, and we write the songs all together. So so those are good. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
Say you write 90% of the lyrics. Maybe it depends on the song.
Yeah.
There's some songs where I've written a lot of lyrics too, but yeah, I mean for the most part, in general.
Yeah.
But I mean the instruments are both of us for sure.
Yeah.
Like we both have a strong presence
Yeah.
in the instrumental.
Hmm.
And I also feel like you guys like instrumentally were really solid too, because like I did feel that like sort of more like pop influence, but it wasn't like, again, there was this sort of like you had mentioned Pink Floyd, there's this sort of like atmosphere to it that wasn't like directly pop, but like it was kind of like left of center a little bit. And I will say it's not particularly my genre, but I always like kind of go into it where I'm like, what could I get out of it? And I just felt like that was just kind of like just a interesting like sort of wall of sound, which like it just has this like depth to it that like I listened to it once, but I know if I went back and listened to it again, I might get something different out of it, because
Yeah.
it just has maybe that sort of layering effect to it. But good stuff. I'll have to link the song below for everybody to
Yeah.
check that out when this comes out. But the next question, guys, what was the last show you guys attended that you didn't play?
Oh, the last show.
Slipknot.
Was your Slipknot?
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
One.
That's,
That was
yeah,
so
that's
good.
probably
They were
your
like-
last show. Yeah.
10 guys up there at least. And like 10 more people just like jumping around and like breakdancing. And then there was like the mosh pit.
Yeah.
It was
Those mosh
incredible.
pits, from what he says, are like
Yeah.
outrageous.
They didn't have Joey Jordison on the drums because
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what exactly happened to him, but the new drummer was phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Like, all the parts, like, it was so good. And it was right after they had released their newest album, which I didn't really get into that much.
Yeah, and for me, it was the last performer that I saw was Chris Isaac.
Oh, interesting.
He wrote the big song that he wrote that was Wicked Games.
Okay,
And-
nice.
Yeah,
That is,
yeah, like every vocalist covers that song like sometime in their life. It's like a very it's a very covered song, I would say. Like, people like that one. But yeah,
100%.
it was good. It was good. He killed it. He dominated. You know, just went up there, did his thing. It's supposed to be this like Christmas album tour, so like he played like all these Christmas songs too. It was the last minute. My girlfriend's mom actually had the tickets, and
Oh
I
wow.
had plans to even go. And then they said, yeah, do you want to go? It's like this week, and I was like, yeah, all right, why not? You know,
Yeah. Gotta take up every opportunity to go to a show. That's how I see it, you know.
yeah.
So,
Next question. What were you gonna say?
what kind of music are you into?
I'm more into like pop punk, like alternative. Like when you had mentioned Slipknot, like I love Slipknot too. Like I'm more into like metal, that sort of genre. But I'll like the past couple years that I've been doing it, I've been trying to get it more into like hip hop. I've been into like lo-fi. Like I've been just trying to branch out indie, like a bunch of different genres. So I don't feel like I'm like suffering from like, oh, I only listen to this genre and I'm not like experiencing other bands and like stuff like that. So like when you guys reached out to me, I was like, I have to have these guys on because
Yeah.
they're different than from what I typically do, and I always love talking to people that are like, not, I wouldn't say you guys are the 180 of me, but I feel like, you know, in terms of musical genre, you're something that, you know, I wouldn't necessarily like if it was put on, I'd listen to it, but I wouldn't like actively go look for it. But now that I've listened to it, I'm like, I gotta give the guys some support here.
I mean, that's an admirable trait. You know, that's definitely a good thing. I mean, I try to do that as much as I can too, and I mean, I respect that absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, you gotta, and I think you gotta go into it like, you know, open-minded. Like not everybody's going to like the same things, and you
Right.
know, I think, you know, at the end of the day, if you can enjoy it and like, you know, no matter, you know, if it's like the most death metal thing you can think of, or like, you know, from like
Yeah.
more top 40s music, it's like it's all good music, and then, you know, it's more about how you feel after, you know, listening to it and how it makes you feel. And so, you know, I always try to get people on that I know are like very passionate about what they do, because I am very passionate about doing this. So, you know, I hope that people kind of see how you guys are, and like, you know, I feel like not a lot of artists are at that level where like they get to see the person for like, you know, how they are, I guess, it per se. Like they're just like, oh, you're a musician, like you have to be a certain way, and it's like everybody who makes music is like always different. It's never like
Yeah.
one particular thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many opinions in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I think us playing more chill, like indie music,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, at least with your lyrics too, like we come off as kind of like sensitive, more like relaxed people, just like easygoing, but
Yeah.
that's not always true. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we're human, we get angry,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
like we make mistakes, and
Yeah.
just because we write like really chill music doesn't mean, you know,
Those things don't exist. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, this guy's a beast that knows how to control himself.
I mean, he's playing drums, so I feel like that would make sense, you know?
I know, but he fucking kills it on the drums. I know he probably doesn't want me saying this like out because he wants to be all humble, but he fucking dominates. And yeah, but like when it comes to the songs, he's able to be like, all right, now what does this song need though? What not what do I want to play, but what can I make? What can I do to make the song
Yeah.
the best that
at least now I
So-
do. I feel, maybe not for the first album. I feel
But
like
those-
both of us wanted to be more.
that still worked though.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
worked with that.
right.
And then there's still songs that you throw down.
Yeah,
There's still some songs. It's just like yeah. I mean, I think you do. I mean, like we have a song called Riverboat Queen,
Okay.
and it's a much heavier song than all the rest. Like it definitely stands out. And
the wall of distortion.
yeah, yeah, and then big drums and yeah. So that's we vary. We don't try to stay in a box too much.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, even with the one song that I heard before we hopped on, I was like, I feel like there's something there that I haven't fully explored, but I was like the first kind of like first instance of knowing about your band and like listening to your music. I was like, I could get into this. Like this isn't something that's like out of my wheelhouse. Like the only thing that takes me a little bit longer to get into is like country music, and that's no offense to anybody who likes country, but it's just for me personally, I'm just not. It's a little bit harder for me to get right into immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, guys, we got a fun question for you. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
You go first.
It was the blank stares. I knew you guys were like, "Oh boy, what do we got?"
I think as a band, we were thinking about covering "Where Is My Mind."
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
I think we're gonna have a more like.
It's
How do
gonna
you
be more
say?
like our style.
Yeah,
Like more
maybe.
like how we would play if we wrote the song.
Right.
But for you personally though, what would you album cover and post next?
Probably something like 21 Pilots, or
Really?
Ooh, okay.
looking at like Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's for me. I don't know.
Yeah. There's for me there's a song by Bradley Nowell from Sublime, and he plays it's called Guava Medley slash This Train, and it's a combination of one of his songs, or I'm not entirely sure if I think it's a Bob Marley song, and this old kind of I want to say folk song. This Train. It was like I don't even know where the origin is. It's been
Okay.
bounced around so many artists. Songs that it's almost like Hallelujah, even though it is like Leonard Cohen wrote it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If I butchered that, then
It's
I guess
okay.
someone find
It's
me
all right.
online.
Somebody will correct it.
But anyways, it's like that where there's just like a million people all covering songs.
Yeah.
Jeff Buckley makes a great version of Hallelujah, and then I think Smash Mouth did it for like Shrek or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
And,
The song whore.
yeah, it's passed around like on bicycle. But yeah, that's so basically that song by Sublime and how he sings it is so soulful. It's such a good song, and it's very underground. Not many people really, from what it seems like on the views, are really listening to it. But I think it's like one of the greatest songs I've ever heard, personally.
There we go. And if you have any suggestions for Sky Orchid, leave them in the comments. Maybe they'll check them out. Maybe they'll do a cover. Who knows? But we'll leave the ball in their court. So the next question, guys, another fun one as well. Favorite food to eat? What's the go-to?
Ooh. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with
I
like
can grab something real
ice
quick.
cream
I'll be right back.
myself. Actually, probably like, yeah, I gotta say ice cream or something sweet like ice cream and brownies.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's
The
the flavor though? That's the most important.
ice cream. If I don't know, whatever has the most sugar.
I mean, it's ice cream, so I feel like, it's all sugar basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if I've ever told anybody this on the channel yet, but like most people are like, what do you like to eat? Like they'll reflect the question off on me, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know. Like they're like, are you like a sweet tooth or something? And I'm like, not really. And I'm like, they're like, you don't eat sweets, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really eat sweets that much, so like, I'm not like 100% on it, but I'll have it every once in a while. But you
Yeah.
have do you have your answer? Did you have to go get your answer?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Grab my answer. Actually, you know what? I actually have a sandwich that's right here, and it's got to be like my favorite food is some sort of bread with like meat or cheese in the middle, and then like it's got to be
Like a
some
hoagie.
nini or like a sandwich or like a I guess tacos still technically like something like that. I've always loved some sort of bread, meat, cheese, vegetables, bread, and then sauce. Something just it's so classic and so generic as an answer, but
Yeah, a
yeah,
sandwich has everything you need.
Yeah,
yeah,
it does.
I definitely have everything you need. So
That is facts. That is facts, guys. Next question. If you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, who would it be?
wow,
That's a weighted question.
yeah, yeah. The first person that came out of mind was Licky Lee. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I've never actually heard her say a name in an interview before.
We'll fix it in post.
But yeah, I think she's fucking awesome. I think she's a great writer. I'm assuming that she writes her songs. I think she does. From what I'm gathering, from how I'm just, ignorantly looking at her music. But yeah, I'd say her. Right off the bat. But for a producer, maybe Kanye.
Ooh, the controversial pick. I like that. Okay. I'm feeling that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, I'd probably go with my boy K Blue.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we've been meaning to collab with him these past few weeks, but haven't gotten the chance yet. So
K Blue, get on it, my dude. I know you'll watch this video,
yeah.
and if you don't, I'll be very upset. But I get it, But if you do watch the video and you get to this point, come on, man, what are you doing? It's like, I don't know if you need the inspiration or somebody else on the internet to tell you to do it, but like, I'm just saying, it's out there now. So
Yeah.
make it happen. And Kanye, we're gonna just tweet at Kanye and make sure he knows what's up. But my next question, guys, obviously you play a plethora of different instruments, but if there was another one you could master, what would it be?
The world's smallest violin.
The reference.
Yeah. I would probably just want to master the vocal technique. Like, still, there's so much with vocals. And it's
If
not
you
an
had to
instrument.
choose another instrument.
Yeah, another one, man.
If I had to choose another one, maybe like the didgeridoo, maybe something like
Just something wild. Just
something
out.
like a pro. No,
An auxiliary instrument.
no. What's that one that it's an Indian guitar?
Oh, the sitar?
Yeah,
The sitar.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful instrument.
Yeah,
I'd probably do the sitar. Yeah. Oh,
Very-
that's such
be great.
and it looks awesome when
Yeah.
they play.
It's, yeah.
They look
I would love to
insane.
play the sitar.
Apparently, there's only like a handful of pros in the world that actually play the sitar. Something that is like very,
It's a
very
traditional
few.
instrument.
Yeah, super traditional.
There we go. Sitar is going to be on the next Sky Orchid record, so keep your eyes peeled for that. They're going to have some didgeridoo. It's going to be a wild. It's just going to be a wild record, so you better keep your ears and eyes peeled.
You just hit a pad nowadays.
There.
But no,
Don't say that. Now people are gonna like expect you to come out to his show rocking the sitar and the didgeridoo, and they're gonna be very upset when they just see you like tap on a drum pad. So I'm always trying to help you guys out on your expedition and touring, but you kind of shot yourself in the foot. But it's all right. We'll glide over it. But the next question, guys, is my personal favorite because I'm a massive nerd and I love asking this question. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Oh damn.
Oh, this could go weird really quickly.
I don't even want to know. So you can.
Yeah. Video game character. See, a lot of the video game characters are. Oh, no. I gotta say it though, because I already started thinking.
You thought about it, yeah.
I thought Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
Badass character. I thought the story was great for. I mean, it was a great story. I think that's got to be. Honestly, I thought the story was better than the new GTA. I was like, it was good, but it was like, oh, I didn't have the depth to it. The depth of the choice. Oh, and then Nico Bellic, like, test me, Roman. The actor dominated. You really did, the voice actor. If you listen to just those clips again,
you
go back and listen to just the clips of the dialogue. It's so good.
He's awesome.
Good. They both killed it. I mean, they all killed it they usually do. Even in the new GTA, I'm not bashing on the new GTA or anything, but definitely liked Nico Bellic. What about you? You have an answer yet?
I'd probably go with someone with like X-Men or like Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some sort of god. Or something.
Exactly. Or something like ridiculous, like with
Kratos.
super powers. And although I heard if you're Wolverine and you don't have the super mutant healing, every time he opens his claws, they rip out of his fists. So if you don't have the super mutant healing and they rip out of your fists, it's just gonna hurt. And
they're just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go to the hospital, and then it's like, you get excited, so like rips out of your fist.
Oh my god. It would be cutting the inside of your hand every single time too.
Every time it came out, like it would just be like
you like flex in the wrong way.
And they're like, done. Yeah, done.
So you just wouldn't have any way of protecting your hand. It would grow back. It would heal it would take like months just to heal it back. Then rip over. You'd have to get stitches.
You couldn't be excited. You couldn't be happy. No. You couldn't do anything. You'd have to live your life as like a monk or something like that.
Your lifestyle, like up in the mountains.
Meditate all the time.
Just smoking like mountain herbs all the time. Try to find a way to find peace, inner peace, so you don't rip it open for the 90th time. Yeah.
It's true. All right, guys. Next question. If you guys could compile a dream tour, who would be on the lineup? Obviously, your band's on it. I feel like I have to say that.
Yeah, I think that would be true. Yeah. Definitely Sky Orchid would be there.
Sky Orchid. I'd say if we actually had a dream tour, I'd want to bring on like someone who's worked with us a lot. Probably the Marvelous Outsiders or Stefnef.
Stefnef, yeah, absolutely. Or like we have a friend Nick Neverod.
Yeah.
And he does some crazy he does like word vomit rapping, but it's like it's all like I always tell him it's like, I know you're not thinking about saying anything, but it's subconscious. Like the things you say still add up somehow because you're like you're trying not to think. And then when you are, you're just saying everything that's like all these like underlying it's like all underlayments, you know?
Stuff that's already on your mind, like you're just
things that you don't even know you're thinking, or like maybe like some childhood trauma or something. Putting in the song, you know, like it's like basically therapy. You know, he's like spitting out these things he doesn't even know. I think that's awesome. There's I mean, Rome Hero Foxes was cool. There's a band we played with a while ago.
Yeah, they're great. Shouts to those guys. They're awesome.
Yeah, you know them.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I actually had interviewed them a couple years ago. I think it was like two or 3 years ago. So shouts to Rome Hero Hero Foxes. You guys are the best.
Yeah,
Love you
yeah, they're
guys.
from Katy. Yeah, definitely shout out to them. We played with them a long time ago at like a house party,
Oh
and
wow. Okay.
like yeah, it was like that underground level. It was really cool. It was a good set. They did really well.
I think it's for their CD.
Yeah,
release.
Early show.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
before they ended up where they are right now. So
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, it's good stuff.
But yeah, it would be awesome to just have like a tour, like a tour with all these people
Yeah,
that we've always appreciated, and
There we go.
yeah.
Awesome, guys. Next question. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
Muse,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
perfect.
Muse.
They're,
they do well.
they're so perfect that someone made a Muse Shreds video,
Yeah,
which is pretty funny.
yeah.
They basically recorded over the sounds or something like that and made them sound like garbage. I even saw a Muse video that was like bashing on Muse in the title that said Muse plays drunk or something on the Letterman show or something like that, and they killed it. Like
Still, yeah.
it sounded so good. Like that was them drunk shit.
Yeah.
See, I'd hate to see them like when they're sober and they actually can like already know. Well, they already imagine they're just like, we already know our music. We know we can just get like blitzed and then still
Yeah,
play
probably.
super well.
They probably sound better if they got wasted a little bit. They're just a little bit let loose, so everything's like a little bit more swing. It just has this feel, and everyone in the crowd is like, oh, like
Yeah.
that feeling and soul to it. Not that they don't have that; they definitely kill it live.
Yeah.
I mean, they dominate for sure. But who's another band that I had one in mind that I was thinking about specifically that was really good. Escaping me. It's escaping me.
Well,
But
if you remember later, then we will
Yeah.
put text all over your
Yeah.
face to let you
Okay.
know
All right.
which one you guys should check out. But my next question, guys, is another fun one as well. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh damn. Oh, that's a movie is a tough one for me. I have like my top 10
Yeah,
my favorite movies, and on there is 2001: Space Odyssey.
Really?
It's yeah. Great. I thought it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Interstellar was up there, and it's a lot of Christopher Nolan and Stanley Kubrick make like my top 10 like favorite movies that I've ever seen, because like I loved Inception, I loved Interstellar, I loved Prestige, I loved 2001: Space Odyssey, I loved The Shining, I loved so many great movies though. I thought Shawshank Redemption was really good. That almost hits like that hits so many top 10 lists on the internet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to be standard, but that's it. I think it's a great movie. Schindler's List is great. Fucking what else? There's so many. Oh, I loved Seven. It's a dark.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
dark.
Okay.
That's up
That
there.
one's crazy. That one blew my mind. I watched it alone, and like it really like I shut off all the lights. I watched it. It's like, all right, I'll just watch this before I go to sleep. And the whole time I was like,
You couldn't sleep.
like, oh my god, is that what's happening? It's like, oh, it was a good one. It was a really good one. Yeah, that really messed me up that night for sure. Like I was just pacing in my room at the end of like that. At the big reveal, I was like, "Oh my god, what is going on? Is this life?" Like, yeah, those are good movies.
It's just like
Yeah. And Morgan Freeman and like Brad Pitt, like, come on, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
they did well. They really did.
I'd have to say, just because I read the book, The Martian,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Oh damn.
But in terms of TV shows, Breaking Bad.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
classic. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you can't go wrong with that.
Uh,
My mom loves Breaking Bad. She's Dominican, you know, like classic Dominican. And she doesn't like violence. She doesn't like drugs. She doesn't like any of that shit. She watched Breaking Bad and she's like, "This is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen." It's like, oh my God,
genius
yeah,
show.
the great show, great show.
Great
It's a
show.
wide range of audiences. I thought people related to it somehow.
There we go, guys. Next question: if you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you guys, what record would it be?
Oh,
These are great
In
questions.
Rainbows.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, these are really fun questions. In Rainbows, probably Radiohead.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's
Classic.
the first thing in my mind, but then I'd probably get like I
You're gonna think about like 10 more different ones, and I'm gonna post. Brandon's gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, what do I want to feel for a long time?
Yeah,
do I
that's
want
the
to
thing.
feel
What do you want to be
Radiohead?
stranded with?
If that's the case, I'd probably pick Bob Marley or Sublime, something that's like,
Yeah.
Feel good.
yeah, that feels good. I can listen to it like
Yeah.
you're on the island. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Like, all right.
Well, if we're gonna be
Yeah.
logical, then definitely something happy.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna bring my favorite record right now, it'd be Fear Inoculum by Tool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just like 7, 8, 4, and it's just fucking awesome.
There we go, guys. And then the last thing, the most important thing, tell them about Sky Orchid, where they can find you out on social media, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah, we're always planning stuff. We have a show coming up soon, and you can also find us on Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We just got a TikTok account too.
Oh boy, you fell into, I mean, I can't say I'm any better because I made one too, but
Oh,
About a shit on
you
us.
got it. You got to. I mean, I feel like if you don't do it, you're losing out on valuable followers. So
Yeah, I know a guy. He just like lives down the street, and he's like TikTok famous just because he posted some crazy dumb video. But like, it's a funny video, and he's a cool guy.
yeah.
But it's crazy how
Yeah.
how the internet, like, you're able to do these things. But yeah, also we're on Bandcamp, and we're also
Yeah.
there's a lot of platforms. Like, do you say iTunes already? You probably
Yeah.
did.
iTunes,
SoundCloud. You said
SoundCloud, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're
A
on.
few others. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on like most platforms. If you type it on Google, you'll find us somewhere.
Yeah.
there you
Just type
go.
in
Sky
Mhm.
Orchid. Well,
and
Orchid like the
as in
flower.
the flower.
Yeah.
well, go check out Sky Orchid. All of the links will be in the description. I'm sure they want to plug the TikTok, so go follow them. I can't
Yeah.
even say it with a straight face. Go follow them on TikTok. I guess, I don't know. Follow me on TikTok. I guess. I'm just saying I guess because I really don't feel like that is something. I don't even know where I'm going to post on TikTok. So you can give me ideas. Go ahead. But go check out Sky Orchid. They're very cool. I was super stoked when they messaged me. They messaged me about something completely different, but I'm glad we could get them on to talk and hang out. But go check out their stuff. And if you like this interview, share, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And go tweet at Kanye so they can get that collab going for 2021. So, all right. Listen, man, I'm all about those dreams happening in 2020, my dude. So we gotta get that shit rocking right now. So go check out Sky Orchid, and thanks to the guys for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Brandon.
We really appreciate it, Brandon. And hey, you're great at what you do. So keep doing it.
Yeah, it's cool show you got going. So.